Hi guys, and welcome today to Mindful Movement class. My name is Megan and I'm a physiotherapist for today's session. So we're going to start today with some breathing exercises. So I want you to find a comfortable position to either stand in or sit in. I'm going to just rest the hands gently onto the belly. So we're going to start with a diaphragmatic breath or a yogic breath today. So we're going to breathe all the way into the belly, allowing the belly to expand on that inhale and relax on our exhale. We're thinking about taking nice, slow, deep breaths here. Feeling the rib cage expand as you breathe in and relax as you breathe out. You're going to keep a nice soft focus with your gaze. Taking a few of these nice breaths, bring us into today's class, into the current moment. If you feel comfortable to, you can close your eyes. And think about any areas in your body that might be holding tension as we're breathing. Encouraging those areas to relax off, ready for today's class. The next breathing exercise we're going to do is something called three-stage breathing. So I want you to imagine your lungs are separated into three different sections. So we've got the first section underneath the collarbones. This is a very shallow breath. The second section into the rib cage, and then the last section all the way into the belly. We're going to do a short hold between each breath. So we've got 3 inhales with a 1 second hold between each breath, and then 3 exhales with a 1 second hold between each breath. Okay, so we're going to inhale underneath the collarbones first, a 1 second hold, inhale into the rib cage, and hold 1 second, inhale all the way into the belly, hold for 1 second. And then we're exhaling from the belly, hold, exhaling from the ribs, hold, and then exhaling from underneath the collarbones, hold. We're going to do a few of these in your own time, so keep going with those breaths. You don't necessarily have to have your hands in each position each time. You can have your arms nice and relaxed by your side, just remembering to hold between each segment. We're going to go for 2 more of these, being mindful of how the breath feels as it's coming in. If you can feel any sensations of stretching or movement around the rib cage, whether that feels good or whether that feels uncomfortable for you, or whether it just feels like something you're not used to. After your next breath, we're going to come back to a normal breathing pattern, and then just noticing how that feels different, whether there's any changes, whether you feel like you're breathing deeper than you were before. And then finally, we're going to come back to our diaphragmatic breathing, so the first breath that we did. So inhaling all the way in, expanding out through the belly, and allowing the belly to relax on the exhale. We're going to continue with this breath throughout our practice today, if you can. I'll be giving you prompts for when to inhale and exhale throughout, but if you can't keep up with that, then don't worry. Okay, so we're going to move on to the yoga section of the class next. So I'm going to turn sideways on my mat, just so that you can see me a bit better, but you don't have to do this at home. So we're going to start by just bringing the weight into the centre of our feet. So we're going to gently rock forward onto our toes, and then gently rock backwards onto our heels. Finding your centre of gravity I want you to think about bringing the weight into the middle, so it's halfway between the toes and halfway between the heels of the foot. We're going to do the same side to side, so gently swaying towards your right side and then gently swaying towards your left. Just transferring your body weight from one foot to the other. And again, I want you to just find the halfway point, find that centre of gravity. So we should have equal weight between the left and right foot, the forefoot and the heel of the foot. From here, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. We're going to circle the arms up and over the head, looking up towards your thumbs. Exhaling, we're going to bring the hands down towards your chest into a prayer position. Inhaling the arms, sweeping them up, look up towards the thumbs. And then we're going to fold forward into a bend. So we're heading towards the floor. It doesn't matter if you don't get all the way down to the floor. Relaxing your head, neck and shoulders here. And we're going to take just an inhale and exhale in this position, allowing the body to relax. On your next inhale, we're sliding the hands up the front of the shin, coming into a flat back position. Looking straight down at the floor and then exhaling back to our forward fold. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, coming back up to our standing position. Exhaling the hands back to the chest into our prayer position. Inhaling, sweep the arm. We're going to repeat this sequence a couple of times, just to warm up our body to movement. Exhaling the hands down towards the chest. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale back to our forward fold. Again, we're just heading towards the floor. You don't have to get all the way down, just go as far as comfortable. Inhaling, halfway lift. We're going to repeat that sequence again once more, and this time we're going to add in a few standing postures. Okay? So we're going to sweep the arms up, exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're then going to step the left leg out behind you on the mat. And then we're going to sweep the arms up, coming into a high lunge position. So just go as deep as comfortable. We're aiming for the back leg to be straight with the heel off of the ground and the front leg to be bent. Taking an inhale and exhale here. We're then going to bring the back heel down to the ground, opening up that back hip, keeping the arms straight up, and we're still facing straight ahead here. Slowly opening the arms out towards the side, so we're moving the hips and the pelvis now to face the side of the mat, spreading the arms out wide, and looking over that front hand. Remember to come back to your breathing here. Slow, steady, deep breaths into the belly. We're going to bring this back hand down towards the back of the knee. We're going to turn the palm of the front hand up. We're going to slide that back hand down towards the knee, reaching that front hand up towards the ceiling. And we're following that top hand with our gaze. to that same position we were in a second ago, so warrior two pose, arms outstretched, looking over that front hand. You're going to bring the hands to rest on the hips. We're going to step the legs together to the top of the mat. We're going to repeat the same sequence now on the other leg. So we're going to come back to our normal breathing again. Take a few nice deep breaths here. And then we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up over the head. Exhaling the hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to step that the right leg back behind us now. And then we're going to sweep the arms up into our high lunge. Coming back to your breathing here. Turning that back foot so that the heel comes down to the floor, keeping the pelvis facing towards the short end of your mat. And then we're going to open the arms out, rotating the pelvis towards the long side of the mat. Adjust your feet if you need to. Again, we're aiming for this back leg to be straight, front leg to be bent. Trying to keep the knee no further than the ankle. Looking out over that front hand. Coming back to your breathing. We're going to reach that back hand back to the back of your leg. And then we're going to turn the palm of the front hand up. Reaching that arm up to the ceiling, sliding the hand down the back of the leg. Keep that front knee bent. Stretch into that a little bit further if you can. And then coming back to our warrior two position, arms up wide, looking over the front hand. Hands to the hips. And we're going to step to the top of the mat. We're going to do a little bit of a balance sequence next, so I'm going to turn to face the camera just so you can see me a little bit better. And we're just going to gently transfer the weight again from left to right. And find that centre of gravity again. Remembering the breathing here. Focusing in on the sensations of the body. Moving forward between the toes and the heels. And again, finding that centre point. Relaxing the arms down by your side. So we're going to move into mountain pose here, which is a pose that looks very easy, okay? But there's a lot of muscle tension going on in the body as we do this. So once we've found our centre of gravity, we're going to gently engage our thigh muscles. So we're just kind of squeezing the thigh muscles up, pulling the kneecaps back. Next position, we're going to think about the position of our pelvis. So our pelvis can roll forwards and backwards, so tucking the tailbone under, and then arching the back. And think about, again, find that halfway point, so it's a gentle tuck of the tailbone underneath. The next position we're going to think about is our shoulders. So we're going to bring the shoulders all the way up towards the ears, squeeze the shoulder blades back, and then relax the shoulder blades back down, opening up the chest. Palms facing forward, and the gaze softly focused as well. We're going to recap on all of those elements, so our weight's equal between our left and right foot, between the toes and the heels. Our kneecaps and thighs are engaged. Our tailbone is tucked under. Our shoulders are drawn back and down. The palms are facing forward. and we have a soft gaze. Take a few breaths here. And we're going to bring our weight of our body to our left foot now. So moving that weight over to the left side. And we're going to bring our right foot in nice and close to our other leg. We're going to turn the knee out to the side. And we're either holding this position, if you feel comfortable balancing here, or if you feel like you can take it to the next level, we can bring that foot to the inside of your calf muscle. If you're feeling pretty steady here, we can move the hands into our prayer position. Keeping the pelvis nice and level here. Coming back to the breathing. And then we're going to slowly move out of this position. So we're going to bring the knee back to center, lower that foot back down to the floor. We're going to do the same on the other leg next. So moving over to the other side. And again, we're going to bring our foot in nice and close to the inside of the leg. We're going to turn that knee out to the side, opening up from the hip. And if you feel comfortable too, we can lift those toes off the floor onto the inside of the calf. And if you're steady here, bringing the hands to the chest. Breathing all the way into the belly. And then slowly coming out of that position, bringing the knee back to the center, foot down to the floor, and relaxing the body there. So we're going to move on to the Tai Chi section of our class next. So I want you to find yourself a comfortable standing or seated position. These exercises can be done in either, which is really nice. So we're going to, if you're in standing, we're going to find that equal weight point again. Feet are just wider than hip width apart. Okay, so we're going to start by imagining we're holding a ball of energy. Okay, and that ball of energy is resting in our hands here. Okay. So imagine that ball of energy. As we inhale, that ball expands. It's becoming bigger. As we exhale, that ball of energy is reducing again. Gently watching that ball of energy. Allowing your movement to decide when you're breathing, and allowing the breathing to decide as you're moving. Going with your normal breath rhythm. Inhale and exhale into the belly. The movement is very subtle, it doesn't have to be a large movement. Focusing on your breath. And that flowing movement, we want that movement to be nice and easy and natural. Next movement we're going to do, so we're going to rest the arms by your side with your palms facing away, okay? So we're going to bring the arms up to our shoulder height with a soft elbow and the wrists relaxed. And then relax the arms slowly back down. Keeping your knees softly bent. We're inhaling as the arms lift, exhaling as the arms lower. Try not to hold too much tension in the body as we're doing this movement, keeping it nice and slow. One more of these. Our next movement is going to be holding a ball. So we're going to hold that ball of energy again. Okay. Again, the knees are going to be nice and soft here. Okay. So we're just going to gently rotate from our waist, turning to the side, allowing the weight to transfer into that leg, and then slowly turning back to centre. Then we're going to turn to the other side, again allowing that weight to transfer over to that side, and then back to centre. So we're inhaling as we rotate, exhaling as we come back to the centre. Inhale to rotate, exhale to come back to centre. I'm going to do one more on each side of this one. Perfect. And then we're going to keep our hands in this position. We're going to move them slightly forward. We're going to bring one leg in front and one leg behind. So we're in a split stance here. As we inhale, we're going to allow the arms to come nice and wide, bringing the weight into the back foot. Exhaling, bringing the weight into the front foot, and the arms are coming back in front of you. Remember to keep the movement nice and slow. And we're timing that movement with the breath. Okay, we're going to switch sides, so we're going to swap your feet over. Again, bringing the arms out in front of you, the weight starts in the front foot. And then we're going to gently rock back, inhaling in, rock forward, exhaling. One more of these. And relaxing the arms down, bringing the feet just wider than hip distance again. We're going to relax the arms down by the side to start with this time. Okay. And then as we inhale, we're going to bring the arms out wide, up just above shoulder height, and then float the arms back down again. Again, we're keeping our knees nice and soft with this movement. Inhaling with the arms up, exhaling on the way down. Inhale with the arms coming up. Exhale, the arms coming down. Let's do 2 more of these. And allowing the arms and the shoulders to relax here. Our next movement, we're going to have a soft fist. Okay, we're going to start with the hands at chest level, and then we're just going to gently punch one arm forward, rotating from the body as we do so, then bring it back in. Gently punching forward, and bring that hand back in. So the fist is nice and loose here, and I'm just transferring my weight to that same side with each punch. And inhaling the arm out, exhaling the arm in. So we're still moving with that breath. One more on each side. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to move on to our last Tai Chi movement now. So again, we're going to have nice soft knees. The feet are just wider than hip width apart. And we're going to bring the arms to our side. It's similar to the first movement we did in yoga, the nice soft knees. We're going to reach the arms up. This time imagining we're scooping up any excess energy that's in the air. We're going to gather that energy and we're going to push it down through the top of our head, down all the way into our belly. Inhale, we're going to scoop up any of that excess energy around us. Push it down as we exhale through the head and into the belly. Just moving in time with your breath. You might be slightly faster or slightly slower than I am. That's absolutely fine. Last one, gathering in all of that extra energy. I'm going to push it down into our belly, store it up for later, and then relaxing there. So the final part of the class is to come into our mindfulness meditation. Okay, so you can find yourself a comfortable place to sit or lie down. I'm going to lie down here on my mat. Okay, so we're now ready to move into the meditation part of the class. So you can be sat in a chair or lying down for this on a bed or on a mat or a floor. Make yourself comfortable and you may want something to keep yourself warm as we're going to be laying still for the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. So either a blanket or a jumper or maybe put some socks on if you're barefoot. So having a lie down on your back, you can either have your knees bent, your knees laid out flat on the mat, with your arms relaxed by your side. And try and think about making your body nice and long if you're lying on your back. You can shut your eyes if you're comfortable to, otherwise find a spot to focus on. Taking a few nice deep breaths here, allowing your body to relax in into the floor or the chair if you're sat down. Bringing your awareness to your breath, allowing the belly to expand on that inhale, relax on the exhale. And I just want you to notice if there's any areas of tension in your body. If so, just bringing your awareness to that area of your body and seeing whether we can gently start to relax that tension. We're going to start in the toes, so bring awareness next to your toes, feeling whether they're touching the floor or whether you can feel the texture of your socks or shoes. You can feel any weight going through the toes, if they're relaxed or tense, warm or cold. We can gently curl the toes, squeezing them tight, and then relax them off. Moving up towards the ankles. Again, just being aware of any sensations here. If you want to gently move or adjust their position, then do so. Again, thinking about any sensations you can feel here. Feeling the weight of your feet and your legs against the mat if you're lying down. Moving up into the calves. Allowing the muscles to relax if they're holding tension. Letting the legs be heavy. Slowly moving up towards the knees and the thighs. Bringing your awareness next up to your hips. The weight of your hips pressing against the chair if you're seated. Discomfort around this area. If there's any discomfort, just being aware of that and noticing it. Coming up into the lower back. Feeling it expand as you inhale. Feeling your muscles gently stretching. Moving up to your rib cage.
relaxing as we breathe out. Feel your chest rise and fall as we're breathing. Allow your muscles to relax. Feeling the weight of your shoulders and your shoulder blades. Either relax into the floor or allow the shoulders to drop down if you're sitting. Release any tension or holding in your shoulders. Come back to your breathing, feeling the weight of your shoulders moving down. Carrying that sensation down the arms, into the forearm and the wrist. Allowing your hands to feel heavy, relaxed. Breathing through any sensations of discomfort or tension. Feeling the weight of your head on the floor if you're lying down, or allowing the head to be heavy if you're seated. Relaxing your facial expression. Allow your tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth, gently separating the lips. Flowing through the entire body. Allowing yourself to be weighty and relaxed. And you can repeat that scan if you'd like to. Take longer in your meditation. Otherwise, we're just going to gently wiggle the fingers and the toes, bringing a little bit of movement back to the body. Slowly opening your eyes if they're shut. And when you're ready, you can bring yourself back to a comfortable seated position. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed today's class.